That's the fifth headless body we've pulled out of the river this month. No fingerprints. Been in the drink too long. There's obviously some psycho out there.
Not necessarily, Whittaker. The lady who did this may be every bit as sane as you or I.
Why do you think it's a lady, ma'am?
Because statistically, there are more ladies than chaps in London. Now, I can't be certain, but logically, the perpetrator of these crimes is more likely to be a lady than a chap.
It's going to be a nightmare to identify the bodies. No heads, no fingerprints.
I would have thought that would have made it easier.
How's that, ma'am?
Think about it, Whittaker. How many people in London do you know without heads or fingerprints? Anyone like that would stick out a mile.
But when they were alive, they would have had heads and fingerprints, ma'am.
The cause of death in these cases may not necessarily be decapitation.
So, you mean they were killed before they were decapitated?
You know, technically it is possible to live without a head. You know the phrase about headless chickens running around?
They don't live for very long, ma'am. They fall over after a few seconds. You couldn't live a normal life as a chicken without a head.
I couldn't live a normal life as a chicken without a head. Don't be too sure.
No, not you, ma'am. A chicken.
Well, then, are you saying that a chicken's life is a normal life? What's normal about having feathers and eating grain?
I'm not exactly sure where you're going with this, ma'am.
You're still learning, aren't you, Whittaker?
I like to think I do a good professional job.
I used to go to embroidery classes when I was a child. And I learnt more about being a detective from those embroidery classes than I ever did at that place where I learned to be a detective.
I don't understand, ma'am.
One day you will, Whittaker. One day you will.